Would you like to know about one of the fastest and easiest ways to get money to grow your business? Well, I'm about to reveal to you everything you need to know about merchant cash advances. In this merchant cash advance training, I'm going to show you how to get approved and get funded in less than 72 hours. I'm going to show you how to get a merchant cash advance with really good rates if you have good credit, and I'm going to show you how to get approved regardless of how bad your personal credit may be. I'm going to show you how to get MCA loans even if you have no collateral, and even if you've just been in business for 6 months or even sometimes less. And I'm going to show you how to get merchant cash advances even when you can't qualify for any other kind of financing, even if you think there's no way you can get funding right now. And I'm going to sprinkle in some of my best tips and tactics throughout this training on how to get the most money at the best terms. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to get you access to our funding vault of 27 killer ways to get money for your business. We've got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. First thing to know about a merchant cash advance is, well, it's not really a loan at all. If you look at a normal loan, it's got a set term, a set interest rate, and a set payment that you actually pay back over time. But a merchant cash advance, you're actually selling your future revenue at a discounted rate to the lender. So the way a merchant cash advance works is you actually will have your revenue reviewed, and we'll talk about that during this training. Once it's reviewed and you actually pass the qualifications, then they'll typically give you an approval for a certain amount of your revenue, and then they'll deduct the money daily, weekly, or sometimes monthly until that amount is actually paid back. So why might you want a merchant cash advance? Well, there's so many benefits. First of all, this is one of the fastest ways I've ever seen to get money. You literally can go through, submit an application, and get funded in 1 day to 3 days, sometimes same day that you're actually submitting the application. So it's really fast, easy way to be able to get the money you need to grow your business. Now, on top of that, as I mentioned, it's easy. All you typically need is to supply a couple months worth of bank statements, a few months worth of merchant account statements. Those get reviewed and you're able to get funded. You're also able to get funded for a merchant cash advance when you just typically can't qualify for most other kind of financing. Credit scores aren't an issue. You don't need any kind of collateral. They don't really look at high-risk industries and startups and all these other things that restrict you from getting funding like a lot of other funding sources do. And you can get approved really with most sources if you've been in business 6 months or more. Some of them will even do that if you've been in business less than 6 months. So all you have to do is be in business 6 months or more, have about $5,000 a month in revenue. And if you have $5,000 a month in revenue, but 6 months or more time in business, you could typically get approved. Plus the terms are pretty good. You could typically get approved for as little as 6 months, as much as 5-year terms. So you can get a loan or financing over 5-year term. And if you have good credit or you're low risk, factors like how long you've been in business, credit score, etc. If you're lower risk, you can even get really good interest rates with this. So merchant cash advances work really well if you have good credit because you can get a longer term and lower rate, which means still really affordable payments. But even if you have bad credit or you're high risk, it still works well for you because it's really kind of synonymous with getting people approved that are in high risk situations. So no matter how low risk or high risk you may be, merchant cash advances provide a phenomenal solution and an easy and fast way to be able to get the money you need to grow your business. So can you qualify to get approved? Well, merchant cash advances are actually really easy to qualify for. All the lenders primarily looking at is that you've got consistent money coming into your actual business. So they're going to want to see typically 2-3 months worth of merchant account statements, 3 months worth of bank statements. So what they're looking for is, first of all, do you have consistent revenue, consistent income coming in? So they don't like real estate agents to have a few large deposits. They want consistent money coming in, like an e-commerce business or a retail store that has money being deposited on a regular basis. On the merchant statements, they're looking to make sure you don't have a bunch of chargebacks. They want to make sure you're doing a good business and the money you're actually processing is going to belong to you. It's not going to be given back because a lot of people think you're doing shady things and are processing chargebacks. They're also going to look at your bank statements just to make sure you're managing your bank account responsibly. They want to see you have more money going in the bank account than going out. That's called positive cash flow. They want to see you have more money or positive bank balance at the end of each month, not a negative bank balance. They want to see you have the money to basically pay them back. They want to see that you don't have very many non-sufficient funds or you're not overdrawing the account. They also want to see that you have about $5,000 a month worth of actual money going into your bank account from Visa card and MasterCard transactions. And they prefer that you've been in business 6 months or more. Now, there are always exceptions. So if you've been in business less than 6 months or have less than 5,000 a month in revenue, if you're stronger in other factors like time in business or credit score or industry, etc., then that might offset some of those higher risk factors. But again, fairly easy to get approved if you manage your bank account responsibly. If you have 5,000 a month in Visa, MasterCard transactions going into your business, well, then there's a really good chance that you'll qualify for a merchant cash advance. A lot of different places out there offer merchant cash advances. For example, Fora Financial does, Rapid Finance does, On Deck does. I mean, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of sources that offer merchant cash advances, and the underwriting process is pretty easy. Typically, they're going to ask you for verification of identifications, for example, like your ID, like your driver's license. Then they're going to want to see, again, 3 to 6 months. I'd get 6 months, give them more than they need, merchant account statements and bank statements. And once you submit that in, I'll do the underwriting review, typically give you an approval same day. And if you meet the criteria we've kind of talked about today, then you'll probably get approved. And again, you can get your money in 24 to 72 hours. So there you have it. Now you know every detail you need to know to be able to secure a merchant cash advance. If you'd like us to help you along the way and get approved, feel free to go to creditsuite.com/get funding. That's creditsuite.com/get funding. Keep in mind, merchant cash advance is just one of many different ways you can get money for your business. Whether you have good credit and able to tap into a program like Credit Line Hybrid, where you can get credit lines for $150,000, or tap into some kind of assets, whether it be stocks, bonds, 401ks, IRAs, equipment, inventory, or many other types, or all these other types of financing that's out there, from peer-to-peer lending to cash flow financing to loans available from PayPal, Square, and Stripe. There's so many cool ways to get money for your business. So make sure you follow us at creditsuite.com so you can tap into our knowledge and be able to get the most money at the best terms to grow your company. And make sure you grab our funding vault at creditsuite.com/27 ways. That's creditsuite.com/27 word ways to access our funding vault of 27 different ways you can get money for your business. And you're entitled to a free consultation. On that consultation, we'll tell you all the funding you can get right now. Look, a lot of entrepreneurs don't think they can get money, and they can qualify. So if you want to know the loans or credit lines you can qualify for right now, give us a call at 877-600-2487. That's 877-600-2487. On that consultation call, we will qualify you for funding. We'll do a fundability assessment to help you fix fundability issues that are preventing you from getting approved for max money right now. And then we'll also talk to you about building your business credit, get your business credit reports for free, and give you tips and tactics to improve your business credit so you can get even more money at the best terms. If you got value from this training, don't forget to like and subscribe to our other channels. We have all kinds of training that will teach you more cool ways to get money to grow your business.